What's the highest point on Earth? Every school, every geography book, every quiz show has the same answer: Mount Everest. We imagine it as this invincible giant, the roof of the world, where the air is thin and the snow never melts. A place so high, so distant, so untouchable, that only the bravest ever set foot there. The ultimate summit. But here's the question no one ever thinks to ask. What if everything you've been told about it isn't the full truth? You might laugh. You might think, oh, come on, Everest's height is measured by satellites. It's confirmed. It's scientific fact. And yes, that's true. The official height is recorded with cutting-edge satellite technology. It's a number the whole world agrees on. It's printed in research papers, mapped by geologists, stamped into the memory of every student. But sometimes, the most shocking secrets hide in plain sight, in details no one notices. When scientists examined the very peak of Mount Everest, the highest physical point on the planet, they discovered something almost unbelievable: marine limestone. Not just any rock, the exact kind of limestone you find deep under the ocean, full of the fossilized remains of tiny sea creatures that once lived, swam, and died at the very bottom of ancient seas. Think about that for a moment. The place that is now the world's highest point was once underwater. Yes, the roof of the world was once the floor of the ocean. How? The answer lies in the Earth's restless nature, the shifting of tectonic plates over millions of years. The Himalayas, including Everest, were thrust upward when the Indian plate collided with the Eurasian plate. What was once seabed became sky. And that changes everything. Because here's the real point. If something we consider absolute truth today, like Mount Everest is the highest point, would have been a complete lie in the distant past, then what does that say about the rest of the facts we live by? It means that truth is not fixed. Truth changes. And time is the great manipulator. The greatest truths in history can become the greatest lies. And the greatest lies can one day be accepted as truth. That's not just philosophy. That's reality. It has happened before, and it will happen again. Think about the history we're taught in school. How much of it is incomplete? How much has been simplified, edited, rewritten, not to tell the full truth, but to tell a version of the truth? So here's the real question. If even mountains can swap identities from ocean floor to sky throne, what about our knowledge, our history, our reality? Are we living in the truth? Or are we living inside a carefully constructed story, designed to hide what's real? For those willing to look closer. For those who refuse to take the official version at face value. A single clue is enough to open the door.